Right. Heads Irie, no! Right again. Heads Irie, no! Heads again, I win, no! Can you believe it? Effective year of my birth doubled is an odd number.
Your birth?
Trust me, don't bet with me.
Would you trust me?
Bet me then.
My birth.
Odd numbers I lose.
You're on.
Good. You have your birth? Double. Even numbers I win, odd numbers you lose. I lose. So, we have no money. Ah, then what have we got? What's it for this?
It's the best we've got.
Times are bad indeed. The very air stinks. Do you lose often?
Yes, sir.
What do you find out to lose?
Nothing, sir.
Do you like being an actor?
No, sir.
You and I, Alfred? We could create a dramatic precedent here. There, Alfred. This is no way to fill the theaters of Europe. Do you know any good plays?
Plays?
Exhibitions. I thought you said you were actors.
Oh, well, we are. Yeah, but there hasn't been much
Oh,
talk.
lost. Well, one of the Greeks, perhaps. You're familiar with the tragedies of antiquity, are you? The great homicidal classics, Martyr, Patri, Fratri, Sorori, Uxori, and saying Gnostus, Satans, aspiring to Godhead, Nightmare, all sort of things.
Well, no, I can't say it is really. We're more of the blood, love, and rhetoric school.
Then I'll leave the choice to you. If there's anything to choose between them,
They're hardly divisible, sir. Well, I can do you blood and love without the rhetoric, and I can do you blood and rhetoric without the love, and I can do you all three concurrent or consecutive. But I can't do you love and rhetoric without the blood. Blood is compulsory. They're all blood, you see.
is that what people want? It's what we do. Thank you. We'll let you know.
38. Position.
Sir?
One of your tableau.
No, sir.
Oh.
And here and there.
Aren't you going to change into costume?
I never change out of it, sir.
Always in character.
That's it.
Aren't you going to come on?
I am on, sir.
If you are on, you can't come on, can you?
I start on.
But it hasn't started. Go on, we'll look out for you.
I'll give you a wave.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Come on.
I say that was lucky.
What?
It was tails.
Come on.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we did much long to see you, the need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? So I call it, and nor the exterior nor the inward man resembles that it was. What it should be, more than his father's death, that thus hath put him so much from the understanding of himself, I cannot dream of. I entreat you both, that being of so young days brought up with him, and since so neighbour to his youth and havior, that you vouchsafe your rest here in our court, some little time, so by your companies, to draw him unto pleasures, and to gather so much as from occasion you may glean what wrought to us unknown and fixed in thus, that opened lies within our remedy.
Good gentleman, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am to man there is not living to whom he more adheres. If it would please you to show us so much gentry and goodwill, as to expend your time with us a while for the sublime profit of our hope, your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both obey, and here give ourselves in the full bank to lay our services freely at your feet. Be commanded.
Thank you, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Thank you, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz. And I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Go, some of you, and bring these gentlemen where Hamlet is.
Heaven make our presence and practices pleasant and helpful to him.
Aye, amen.
The ambassadors from Norway, my good lord, are joyfully returned.
Thou still hast been the father of good news.
Have I, my lord? Assure you, my good liege, I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to my God and to my gracious king. And I do think, or else this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy so sure as it had used to, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
I want to go home. Don't let that. You'll soon be high and home, dry and home.
It's all over my
I'll
head.
hie you home.
Out of my head.
Dry you high.
Over my head. Over my head. Body. I tell you, it's all stopping to a death. Body to a death. It's all stepping to a head. I tell you, it's all coming to a death.
There! And we'll soon be high and home, and we'll soon be high and dry. Has it ever happened to you that all of a sudden, and for no reason whatsoever, you haven't the faintest idea how to spell the words wife or house? Because when you write them down, you just can't ever remember having seen those letters in that order before.
I remember.
Yes.
I remember when there were no questions. There were answers to everything.
You've forgotten.
I haven't forgotten how we used to remember my own name and yours. Oh yes, there were answers everywhere you looked. No question about it. People knew who I was, and if they didn't, they asked. And I told them.
You did. The trouble is, each of them is plausible without being instinctive. The whole life you live so close to truth, it becomes a permanent blur in the corner of your eye, and when something nudges it into outline, it's like being ambushed by a grotesque. A man standing in his saddle in the half light dawn, banged on the shutters and called two names. It was just a hat and cloak, levitating in the great plume of his own breath, but when he called, we came. That much is certain. We came.
Well, I can tell you, I'm sick to death. I don't care one way or another. So why don't you make up your mind?
We can't afford anything quite so arbitrary. Nor did we come all this way for a christening. But we are comparatively fortunate. We could be left to sift the whole field of human nomenclature, like two blind men looting a bazaar for their own quarter. At least we are presented with alternatives,
Well, that's from now.
but not choice.
You made me look ridiculous in that.
I look just as ridiculous as you did.
I want to go home. Which way did we come in? I've lost my sense of direction.
The only beginning is birth, and the only end is death. If you can't count on that, what can you count on?
You don't owe anything to anyone.
We've been caught up. Your smallest action sets off another subway and a set-off bias. Keep an eye open when you're caught. Tread wearily, follow instructions. You'll be all right.
How long?
Until events have played themselves out. There's a logic at work here. It's all been done for you. To be taken in hand and led, like being a child, even without the innocence. A child. It's like being given a prize. An extra slice of childhood when you least expect it as a prize for being good. Or compensation for never having had one. Do I contradict myself?
I can't remember. What have we got to go on?
Hamlet's transformation. He's been briefed. What do you recollect?
Well, he's changed, hasn't he? The inward and exterior man fails to resemble